Herodias, is it me? But since the crucifixion of the Nazarene, are there more Roman soldiers in the streets than usual?
There's definitely more soldiers, yes.
Guard! What is the meaning of this? Tell the Centurion we always process through the streets. The people expect it. I am the king. They must let us through.
Centurion, what is this?
No one passes. Those are our orders.
The king must be allowed through.
Are they letting us through?
Let the king pass. I don't care. No one goes through.
No. Caiaphas, tell me, why does the city feel like it's about to erupt?
Nerves are jangling, nothing more.
It couldn't have anything to do with the execution of the Nazarene, could it?
He's gone, and his followers are dispersed.
Then why are the streets crammed with Roman soldiers?
The governor's unsettled.
Oh, the governor's unsettled, is he? It couldn't be that you mishandled the whole thing! You tried the man at night, in secret, contrary to Jewish law, and then you had the Romans execute him!
I did what was necessary.
You made him far more important than he need be. Our continued use of the Romans could be seen as collaboration by the average man in the street.
You understand the average man in the street now, do you?
One doesn't need to be average to understand the average man, Caiaphas. With thousands of pilgrims flocking into the street for Pentecost, we must not be seen to be too closely allied with Rome. Ensure we are not, Caiaphas. When I was here last, you had musicians from Anatolia.
From Cilicia, yes.
Cilicia, yes. Yet another example of the advantages of living under Rome's influence.
Along with the improved ports, trading routes, shipping, laws, music, poetry.
We like to think that our cultural interaction goes both ways.
This festival of Pentecost, which we are currently celebrating, commemorates our link back to the laws of Moses, and yet enhances our role in the modern
A
world.
role that, thanks to Roman tolerance, you're free to express.
To a degree. I am warden and guardian of the temple, and as such, I feel I have a small request to make.
Go on.
Roman soldiers around the temple, this time of year, do not help to make the people feel your tolerance. Quite the opposite, in fact. We are all too aware that we are an occupied country.
And what do you suggest?
I would suggest that you remove your troops from my temple and let my people celebrate their festival in peace.
Your people. And your temple.
I understand your intentions are not to incite unrest.
No. 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 It's not your city.
I'll tell you what I'll do.
I'll double my patrols around the temple. And I'll attend the festival myself, in person.
The party's over. Cornelius.
I urge you to counsel him. No governor has ever attended a festival. It will be highly provocative.
I support my husband in all he does.
idea the Nazarene camp was so close to the city.
And so populated.
Why would anyone leave everything they knew to live like that?
Oh, we are honored the festival of Purim has brought you to our home.
In truth, it was a useful excuse to come to Jerusalem.
To see if the city was still standing.
My son and I think, as Jews, we can talk honestly about recent dark days.
The people will not soon forget the blood spilled in Governor Pilate's wave of crucifixions.
They shouldn't forget. But was there ever a time when the people were content?
If the anger of the people was fading, there would be room for this complacent approach.
Father, we are hardly complacent.
But the anger is growing, just as the new city of tents out in the desert is growing.
You mean the camp?
There are thousands there now.
Yes. We passed it on our way here.
Where will it stop? With 5,000 converts? 100,000?
Will everybody please stop going on about these people? Tell me, what exactly is it that you'd have me do? Have them slaughtered in their tents?
Antipas, surely the people and you as their ruler want to see a high priest in control of events.
Not led by them. Not governed by the whim of his Roman master.
I do enjoy the smell of treachery.
Poor old Caiaphas has the look of a man preparing to face the executioner.
If it was a choice between him and young Jonathan as high priest, I don't know who I'd go for.
Neither. But I'll have to give my support to one of them, and then let Pilate have the responsibility.
My lady?
I trust the condemned man ate a hearty breakfast.
Did you rest well last night?
Oh, yes. We did.
Herod Antipas and Herodias.
What are you doing here?
The Emperor summoned me.
We thought you would have paid us a visit on your way to Jerusalem, brother.
He insisted, but I forced him to stay with the caravan.
Herod, welcome to Judea.
I believe I have handled the situation here as well as anyone could. How many Romans have been killed in this insurrection? Just one. And his killer has been caught and executed. How many zealots have been eliminated? Many.
Some might say people were rounded up indiscriminately.
I thought you'd have been happy, Antipas, having given over responsibility for Jesus to me. Jesus, the rebel, whom the high priest claimed was stirring up trouble for the temple, has been crucified. And his followers scattered.
A small fanatic faction.
A faction no longer. Thanks to me.
What would you have done had you been ruling?
Oh, I'd have been more decisive sooner. No offense to the governor. But I would have killed this movement at its birth and used the military might of Rome to annihilate any signs of rebellion.
Smash their bones and crush their skulls.
Can I call someone to speak?
Go ahead.
Emperor Tiberius.
You call a Jew to plead for you?
It may appear as if I'm here to plead for the governor. But we united to protect the people and the city from a contagion. Over the years, I believe Pilate and I have come to an understanding on how best to deal with these situations.
You mean he executes rebels for you when they're a threat to your status?
And Jesus was a danger to us all. He stirred the people with lies and blasphemy. He wanted to tear down all institutions, all authority, including yours. He had to be stopped, and he was.
You also had to preserve your Holy of Holies, am I right? Didn't the great General Pompey find his way into that chamber and say there was nothing there?
We need no idols or images because we know he's there.
Who?
God.
I've never met a Jewish god. Maybe I could pay him a visit.
Keep your idiotic thoughts to yourself.
It would take years, Caesar, for any new administration to reach the level of understanding the High Priest and I have. If you need more...
You may leave.
Caesar, it would be helpful to know in which direction you intend to turn next.
You'll be told.
Caesar.
You've soiled another serving girl.
Oh. Why so serious? It's just a bit of fun.
Let's get out of this mausoleum. Find some proper women.
You're far too choosy. My friend doesn't know ripe fruit when he sees it.
Forgive us.
You can leave us. Are you deaf? Or just stupid? Leave us.
I have work to do for your sister, Herodias.
She won't mind if you spend a few minutes with me.
My dear brother. I've told you before. Don't let me catch you playing with my things.
Separate me from Caligula and keep me in this place. But at least show me some respect. Do as I ask and punish these blasphemers. It's your duty. Make an example of them.
Duty? Since when have you had any thoughts of duty?
He's right, though I do question his reasons. He has an interest in this woman.
Choose her as my chief steward. You know the consequences of betrayal. Is it true? Is your wife a follower of the Nazarene they call Jesus?
I heard you pray to him.
Just give us the truth.
The truth is that...
The truth is that my wife, Joanna, ever since we were married, has had fits of madness. Since all the talk began of the Nazarene coming back to life after being crucified, she's been taken by the idea. And sometimes she imagines she's talking to him. My fear is that one day she'll slip into lunacy and not return.
Your argument is that your wife isn't a follower of Jesus. She's just mad.
And what do you say, woman? What are you, mad?
It's true. I was once cured of demons.
I do not allow prayers to that man in my household, even imagined ones. Control your wife. Enough. Let them go.
What? That's all?
I think, with a few changes and a little imagination.
Don't get ahead of yourselves. Tiberius hasn't made his decision yet.
I made a good case for you as my successor.
You never know what could happen.
Enough of this. We have what we wanted. Let's just be grateful. I thought you left with the Emperor.
Isn't that sweet? As one pair of vipers prepare to leave, another plans to move in.
My friend, I knew they couldn't keep us apart.
I bring news. Very grave news. Emperor Tiberius is dead. It's shocking news. I was shocked. We must be thankful. I'm told he died peacefully in his bed. Were you looking forward to your new position in Rome?
Such a shame.
Your husband, in this palace, held a blade against my throat. He really wanted me dead.
Can't that be left in the past?
Yes, you're right. Let's stay with the present. So? Where is your respect?
Kneel in the presence of your new emperor!
Why aren't you kneeling? She's pretty.
Sorry?
Your wife.
Thank you.
Are you loyal to your emperor?
Of course.
How loyal?
My husband and I.
Not him. I don't care about him. I'm asking you. How would you show your devotion to me?
I...
Herodias!
Yes, dear Emperor.
She doesn't like me.
My wife and I had a...
No, she doesn't. It's obvious. You like me?
I worship you.
Worship. I like that. Even though you were heard talking about me.
No.
What were the words? I believe he said you were insane.
I would never
Herodias, you were my uncle's trusted advisor.
Yes. And I would never say so.
Did he talk about me too? Did you laugh at me together?
These are malicious rumors.
Are you loyal?
Absolutely.
Do you love me?
I do.
As much as you loved my uncle?
Of course.
But you swore eternal devotion to him. You offered up your life.
I did. And I'd do the same to you.
Your life?
Yes.
Then show me your sword. Your life.
For Rome. For my emperor. May the gods smile on my actions.
I am bored with Jerusalem. I seem to remember an argument between us, Governor. Stand up.
It was a simple misunderstanding.
This is an irritating region. The food is vile. It's too hot. And there is no love for Rome or me. You shall change that. I thought, perhaps, a statue.
Yes. Statues of you across the empire. From Gaul to Egypt.
Yes.
We shall have one in this very room.
You will. I also thought we will have one in the temple. My likeness in the temple for all to see. That will be a start. Yes. Let's go.
A different way to approach this. If we work together to keep the region stable and calm and invisible almost, then I think the Emperor may well be distracted by other things.
That should be easy. We haven't had a riot here for at least a week.
That's not enough. You need blood. It's not enough to be quiet and stable, although it might help. Your Caligula has a taste for blood. So we find someone, destroy them very publicly, and let him know all about it. It will seem as if the whole of Judea is united and accepts Rome as its master. It's a piece of theater, that's all.
And who is this scapegoat?
Have either of you heard of a man called Saul of Tarsus?
Who is he?
He was a good man. But he was corrupted by the Nazarenes, and now he is a blasphemer and a danger to us all.
A danger? From what I understand, the Nazarene faith is a peaceful one.
They claim Jesus is king, not your emperor. That he is the Messiah, a god, not your Caligula. It's a direct challenge to Rome's authority, is it not?
When you consider all the trouble caused by the needless execution of Jesus...
Not needless at all.
I thought we were here to discuss the destruction of the city that you claim to love so well, and the massacre of your people. And this is all you can offer? Please, tell me. What will you do?
No, my dear. Wife of the governor and oppressor of our nation. The question is, what will you do?
Well, we can't go. We can't go anywhere. We are prisoners in my own father's palace.
So we stay.
And do what? When that statue arrives, there will be carnage. We'll be ripped to pieces because of our association with Rome.
So we must prepare.
Prepare? What are you talking about? A statue of the Roman emperor will be placed in my father's temple, and it will be defiled.
Yes, and Jerusalem will rise up and there will be war.
Exactly. So we need to be back in Galilee. Far away.
No. Don't you see? There is no way that Pilate can survive this. When the statue comes, you, the Herod of Galilee, must be here, ready to take his place, reclaim what is rightfully yours, and get rid of these Jesus followers once and for all.
Who's that?
Yes. Very good, Tabitha. Excellent.
No. 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 I had a new gown. A silk one. Tabitha should have finished it by now.
He's not here yet, is he?
No, you have time. Is everything all right?
My seamstress has not completed her work.
We have seamstresses. Follow me.
I'm so happy for you. I'll take you to the apostles and have you baptized.
It's wonderful. You will feel alive. So alive, like you've never felt before.
Thank you. Thank you, Joanna, for leading me to Jesus.
You tried to lure my other servants to Jesus. After everything that has happened.
This is my fault.
And I will deal with you later. Right now, we have an important guest to prepare for.
How could you?
Herodias, she's a child. This is clearly the fault of my own servant, and I will deal with her.
Oh, you may punish your servant as you wish, but these girls, they belong to me. You are both banished from my household and will be gone by morning. Now get out! I can only apologize. But I was waiting on this new gown.
Very nice.
Sadly, I just had to dismiss one of my seamstresses.
You dismissed a servant today.
Yes.
You could not forgive her.
Dismissing her was an act of forgiveness.
Why? What had she done?
Was she?
What crime has she committed under my roof?
No crime in Roman law. It's nothing.
She was attempting to join the Nazarene cult.
But I thought you had crushed them all.
Bring her here.
Yes, Governor.
You have brought insurgents into my palace, Herod.
I have no idea.
You will show approval for these actions. You will admire the power of Rome. And then when this is over, you will take your wife and get out of my palace. Do you understand?
As you wish.
I'm sorry you have to witness this. All enemies of Rome are punished and crushed. None are spared. For the glory of our Emperor.